Hi everyone, welcome back to the Torok channel. So, we are on the episode number 2 of the Kramer serial. If you haven't watched the first episode, which is the review of the Kramer Assault 220, I suggest you should take a look at it. To sum it up, I have ordered this guitar not even knowing what I was gonna discover. I have never played a Kramer before this one in my life. I have realized that this 350 euros guitar was really very interesting, and I decided I had to have its big sister coming. So it's the Kramer Assault 220 Plus that comes this time with Seymour Duncan pickups and a Floyd Rose 1000 and a purple color that on pictures is really great looking. I know I'm gonna keep one of these two, maybe the white one, the Assault 220 that's still here on my right, and maybe it's gonna be the Assault Plus, that's 715 euros. So, well, I mean, I've just received this guitar, I cannot wait to open the box, so here we go. Alright, here it is. Okay. Well, nice bright shade of purple. Now, okay, I'm shooting this video, so I'm under bright light. Wonder how it's gonna feel and look when the light is, normal. And since today it's pretty cloudy out there, so maybe I'm gonna have something darker than it looks in front of the camera and with all the lights I'm using. Something I had seen it on pics, but for some reason it's not specified, but the neck is with a satin finish. So you got a satin finish and a glossy finish on the body. The best of two worlds, basically. Okay, finish looks okay. What you see here are just little pieces of dirt, but that's really nothing very important, I must say. This time you have a Kramer with 6-on light headstock, different from what you have on the 220. You've got this very nice looking maple fingerboard. Okay. Oh, no, it's nothing. I thought there was a finish flow. Okay, no finish flow. For some reason, this one feels a bit lighter than the 220 I have reviewed. The 220 was 4 kilograms. This one maybe between 3.5, 3.8, unless I'm wrong, but I'm gonna let you know exactly how much it weighs. Still, the Allen wrenches here to adjust everything about the Floyd Rose. Still this 43 millimeters wide neck with an R2 nut, R2 nuts from Floyd Rose, mean you have 42 millimeters. On this one, I have room. If I want to move for some R3, that's a 43 millimeters nut, I can go there. Maybe I will, if I decide to keep it. No. This time, I can already notice that the Floyd Rose is not exactly set up the way it should. First, it looks like the action is really very low. And the Floyd Rose is not, as you can see, parallel to the body of the guitar. I'm pretty sure it's out of tune. Yeah, it has been tuned down, so if I set it in tune, the Floyd Rose should come back to its place. How about the frets? Oh, doesn't do it with my right hand. Okay, nothing sharp. It has been polished. Nice, nice. And this time, for some reason again, I don't know, there are several differences between this 220 and this 220 Plus, sorry, and the 220 that I don't really understand why. The shape of the headstock is different. This time you've got 3 pots. I guess you have 2 volume, 1 tone. I'm gonna check it out. When on the 220 you've got 1 volume, 1 tone, and so the toggle is not here but here. Why all those differences? I don't know. But okay, this guitar looks really very cool. it has no flow. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna install the exact same string gauge that on the 220, tune it down to drop C# as I did on the 220. I think I'm gonna play the same demo unless I find something else to play, unless I'm inspired and I have time, because I think inspiration will be here, but maybe time will not. And I mean, yeah, let's go for the demo in the mix. Okay, so what you've just heard is this beautiful Kramer Assault Plus, and of course we're gonna talk about what you couldn't see here, so the demo. But just before we go there, I would like to ask you subscribe to this channel if it's not already done, leave thumbs up, share my videos on socials, because I'm trying to reach to 5,000 subs. So everything you will do will be a precious help for me to achieve this goal. Now, if you order anything from my partner Ottoman, this guitar or anything else, please use my partner link that's gonna be in the description down below. When you click my link, you are on the German page of Ottoman, so you just have to choose your own language, click save, and there you are. Now, if you want to make 100% sure that you're already on my partner page, you can use the second link in the video description. It's gonna lead you to a list of highly recommended gear, recommended by me, of course. There you will see my banner, my logo, and pretty much everything that identifies the channel as such. And so you're sure you're really on my partner page and nowhere else. Okay, thanks in advance for your help. Now, let's talk about this guitar. Well, 3.3 kilograms. Mahogany body, mahogany neck, maple veneer, maple neck, Floyd Rose 1000, Seymour Duncan SH4 and SH2, so really something very interesting, especially if you think about the price. And when I talk about the price, I'm not talking about the price you will see on Kramer's website, 899 euros. Yes, of course, call me sucker. You can find this guitar for less than 750 euros. You will not find it on Ottoman right now. I don't know if it has been discontinued and so put out of the web or anything else, but yeah, there are other websites, and if you choose another color, because it does exist in Bengal Burst, you can find it for 699 euros. So really, for the price and in regard of the specs you have, really 700 euros is really nothing for such a great guitar. Okay, this time you have a black headstock with a golden Kramer logo, and this reverse headstock kind of makes me think of the banana headstock that has been made famous by the ESP that James Hetfield was using back in the days, even though I think this banana headstock was not created by ESP but by Gibson. But anyway, you've got here a satin finish on the neck with a glossy finish on the body. So the satin finish will really make this neck even more comfortable than on the other Kramer DSL 220. I'm not going to talk about it too much today, but really you've still got that D-shaped neck, pretty flat, with not too big shoulders. You know, that's really a D, that's not a U. They call it a C, but really I cannot see why they call it a C. For me, it's really a D shape. Very comfortable to play, very smooth, of course, thanks to the satin finish. And really, when you play this thing, it's really super comfortable. You can play chords, you can play power chords, you can shred on this thing. You've got a 12 inches radius. Great job. You've got some very good frets, leveled, polished, as I said during the unboxing. Really good thing. The access to the 24 fret, well, okay, for the 4 first strings, I would say it's okay. The A is more complicated and the E even more. But anyway, I mean, you can shred on this thing. It's not a problem going to the 24th fret on the high string. So really very nice shredding machine. And this Floyd Rose, as you will see when I play the guitar alone, I mean, you do expect something good from a Floyd Rose 1000, and that's what you get. Alright, Seymour Duncan SH4, SH2. I know those pickups, especially the SH4. I've got it in my LTD H401 CTM. On this guitar, they sound darker, and I guess that's due to the body of the guitar and the wood that has been used. Not bad at all, but maybe for what I have played in the demos, they're not the best possible choice. I wish they had more balls, you know, more low end. Now, of course, the articulation, the note definition is really very good. I mean, Seymour Duncan, of course. The pots, you've got 2 volume and 1 tone. The volume pots, this one is for the bridge, this one is for the neck, are working pretty well with a good enough grip. The tone pot is a bit loose, but okay. And you've got to know that those 2 pickups can be splitted individually thanks to the volume pot of each one of them. I'm gonna talk, but I mean, there's not a lot to say about the finish. It's just something to watch. Okay. I'm a sucker for purple guitars, so maybe you don't like purple guitars, and well, maybe you will enjoy the Bengal Burst, but really I love the way this thing looks. It's really a pure beauty. You've got here an access to the screws to adjust the tension of the Floyd rose, so it's okay. I have taken a very close look at this guitar, trying to find some tool marks, some finish flows, or this kind of things. I'm generally not a maniac about that, but I consider that for the price it has to have no finish flow, and that's pretty much what I found, no finish flow, so really this thing is okay. So, is there any downside about this guitar? Well, not really, you know, it's balanced, okay, doesn't move. The Floyd Rose is doing a very good job. The pickups are good. Really, this guitar for the price, and still you've got, you know, your tools here. Great thing. What would I reproach with it? Maybe. I wish I had some better tuners. These are Kramer branded tuners with a 14.1 ratio. Maybe you would expect some Grover or some Goto tuners, something like that. But really, we're talking about a guitar with a Floyd Rose, so you're not using those tuners very often. And apart from the ratio, I do prefer 16 or 18.1. But they're doing the job anyway, so really a very interesting guitar, especially for the money you pay. I was really blown away with how good it is. 700 euros, trying to find this kind of guitar with a Floyd Rose 1000, and not going on a distributor brand like Harley Benton, but going on some major brands. Really, I cannot think of any other guitar in this price range that will offer this kind of spec sheet. And now is the time to listen to this guitar played alone. So, let me just give me a little warning. This guitar alone part is gonna last a bit longer than usually, because since the pickups can be split individually, well, you've got 8 different positions, and of course I will play them all 8, clean, dirty. I'm gonna try and show you how the volume and tone parts are working, and of course demo the Floyd Rose and the tuning stability. So here we go. Okay, so, well, let's talk a bit more about the pickups right now. I don't dislike this SH4, SH2 combo, but maybe for the kind of track I have played, they're not the best. I have kept the same demo track as for the SL220. To be honest, I didn't have a lot of time to work on something different, but they're not doing the job as good as the stock pickups of the SL220 as far as I'm concerned, and I'm gonna talk about it much more in the next video, because I'm gonna make a comparison between this and the SL220. But okay, great pickups, maybe for heavy thrash, maybe not for metalcore, death metal, this kind of things. The SH2, the jazz pickup especially, is pretty bright, so well, it might make sense, but it might not be a thing. It really does depend upon what you're gonna play. I think this guitar is gonna feel very comfortable if you go for some heavy thrash, rock, big rock, classic rock, hard rock, synth, and because of the versatility, you can play pretty much everything you want. You could play funky music if you wanted to with this thing. But for some more extreme types of metal, I really think that this pickup combo is not the best you can find. I mean, it's not gonna sound bad, but it's not gonna sound as good as if you had something different. I'm thinking maybe about the Seymour Duncan Black Winter pickups. You could install them in this guitar and have something much better for extreme metal things. But SH4, SH2, very classic, well-known pickups, versatile, but at some point they're not gonna do the job because they've got this kind of not enough ball tone, and maybe the middle frequencies are a bit too high, something like that. Anyway, do I love this guitar? Well, yes, I enjoy it a lot, really. Not only does it look good, but it plays like a dream. And so my next video is really gonna be just a comparison between this one and the Assault 220. You've got, let's say, 7 or 750 euros for this one. You've got 350 euros for the Assault 220. They are more different than you think they are. And so that's something I wish I had done on several other guitars, but since I've got these two at home, I'm gonna do it with these two. Is it worth spending more money than the 350 euros of the Assault 220 to go for the Assault Plus? So, I mean, you go for twice the price. Is it worth it? Is it not? That's what I'm gonna try and show in my next video with this comparison between these two Kramer. Okay, well, so far I think I've said what I had to say about this really nice and pretty good guitar. So thanks for watching and see you next time.